Welcome to Reality of Things. We flew almost 24 hours to Bali, Indonesia, drove 12 hours, and took a ferry from Bali to East Java, where we will track down Indonesia's most majestic waterfall, Tupak Siwu, and then conquer two active volcanoes, Mount Bromo and Mount Ijen. We hired a tour guide, a driver, and they came with the rental car. We got picked up around 9 a.m. this morning from our hotel in Kuta. After 4 hours, we arrived to Gili Manuk, where we will take the ferry to East Java. I smell the fish. This is actually a really nice ride. The ferry takes roughly around 1 hour one way, and they run 24 hours every day. We have arrived safely to the port of Kitapang in East Java, and now driving another 7 hours before arriving to our first destination, the corner homestay and Lumanja area closest to Tupak Siwu waterfall. You can watch my video on Tupak Siwu and guac cactus by clicking up here. Although it's a long drive, the landscape here is beautiful, so tropical, lush green, rice terrace everywhere, and peaceful. Traffic and road conditions is crazy, so it took us longer than expected. After nearly killed our legs tracking Tupak Siwu and guac cactus, it was time to move on to our next destination, Mount Bromo expedition. Thanks to our surprisingly amazing host, Aries from the Corner Homestay, we were able to alter our original plans and go with his for half the cost. Then another long, windy ride through a dark, mysterious mountain pass, we arrived late to our Probolinggo homestay and met Ryan, our jeep guide. We had barely 2 hours of sleep before setting out to witness the sunrise over Mount Bromo. We are here early, just waiting until close to the time of sunrise to head up the hill.
Hi guys!
According to Ryan, the sun will rise around 5:30ish. We chose to see the sunrise from Parahu Hill Vista Point. From the coffee shop, it took about 5 minutes to walk up to the hill. To the left side is the east, where the sun will come out. And on the right side is where all the volcanoes are. Imagine standing here in pitch dark as the first light came from the east behind the mountaintops, painting the sky with warm, vibrant colors. This is a scene I hope never to forget. If you don't already know, Mount Bromo is an active volcano, not among the tallest of Indonesia's mountains, but its dramatic setting being surrounded by other volcanoes, making it one of the most incredible picture-square, surreal landscapes you will ever see, especially during sunrise. There are multiple vantage points on Mount Penanjakan where you can witness this incredible scene of Mount Batok in the foreground, with Mount Bromo smoking right behind it, and Mount Surreal in the distance as the sun shining brightly, quickly rising in the sky. Normally, your Jeep guide or driver will ask you at the beginning which point of interest you would like to view the sunrise from. Once you arrive close to that area, he will let you out and find parking for his Jeep. There are over 1,000 Jeeps parked up and down the side of the road. Here are the reality of things. Unfortunately, if you wish to see the sunrise over Mount Bromo, there is no way to get around the crowds. There are tons of people here. This particular spot seems to be the one for many of us Asian folks. Time is crucial here. There is no such thing as wait your turn. If you do, you'll most likely miss the perfect lighting for your photos. People are rude. They will get in your shot regardless. Literally, there is no getting away with this many people. Even when you are close to the edge already, they will go right next to you or right in front of you. The only thing you can do is try to get here earlier than these people so that you can find your spot and then just stay there and wait until the sun comes out. Now, can you imagine how the road is going to be like after all these people leave? After we're done with watching the sunrise, it is time to hop back into the Jeep and head down to the base of Mount Bromo and climb to its crater. This is Ryan, a Jeep driver. He drove us here this morning with his eyes closed. That's how safe and good he was. Just kidding. I guess he drives up here so much that he knows the road and could probably do it with one eye open. We are approaching what is called the Savannah Valley, also known as Bukit Teletubbies. This is a beautiful area surrounded by lush grass and green mountains. With the volcanoes as the backdrop and the sun peeking through the clouds above, makes this place so magical and out of this world, sending us back to the time of the dinosaurs. It's a popular photo spot for people to take stunning pictures with their Jeep. After spending about 45 minutes to 1 hour here, we drove through the savannah, across the sea of sand, over black, uneven, sandy terrain. are lots of jeeps here. This is where they park in the start of the walk to the crater. You have options to walk or take the horse. We are getting on the horse. This is my little horse right here. It's like a unicorn. It's like a pink unicorn. Trên này nó lấy gì thao đó. Trên này đó. Lấy gì thao. Một cái nó bỏ bên ngoài kìa. Waterfall xá thao cho ta xí nó đi. Ê, xa rồi thì bên trên này phải có sự đông. Chứ cứ tuần này hay cơ vậy à. You don't need to be afraid because the horses are held by the owners at the lead rope, unlike horseback riding where you are on your own. These two guys so lazy to go hiking. So lazy, so old. Too old to go walking, so we're taking the horses. Read some reviews and people are saying not to ride the ponies. The way I see it and why I got on them. For one, I'm still very sore from our trek down to Paksiwu waterfalls, and I'm very thankful they have this service available. Second, we want to ride the horses for the experience. I like to think of it as horseback riding through the desert on black sandy ashes from the volcanoes, like in a Western movie. And third, we want to support the locals. This is how they make their living and what their family depended on. These men with horses will take you across the sea of sand, bringing you closer to the top, and then you have to make your way up towards the bottom of the steep stairs that leads to the crater. The horse and the horsemen will wait for you. There are like hundreds of them up here, so either they will recognize you or you have to remember them. We paid 300,000 Indonesian money, which is roughly under $20 each, plus tips too. Woo. The stairs. You still gotta climb. It's a long shot. This staircase was smartly designed for two-way traffic, considering the amount of traffic going through here. As soon as you get closer to the crater rim, you start to smell the rotten egg. That is you breathing in the sulfur hot gas from inside the crater. Here are the reality of things. Once you reach the rim, there are a lot of people. Some are just standing around. So you will have to navigate around them until you find your spot. First encounter with the volcanic smoke is hard to breathe. But after a few minutes adjusted to it, it was nothing to me. Some people will find it hard to breathe and need to get back down as soon as possible. As you can hear, lots of people are coughing up here. I cannot believe people bring their kids and wearing sandals up here. In conclusion, my final thoughts. Standing on top of an active volcano is so cool. Walking on the rim of the crater is both chilling and exciting. The sensations of being so close to an active volcano and looking down into the steaming abyss is thrilling and yet leaves you an eerie feeling. One wrong step and there goes your life. This is not for people who are scared of heights. This is not for young children, and this is definitely not for people who have breathing problems. Climbing to the crater of Mount Bromo is not too difficult depending on your level of fitness. Anyone can do it as long as you don't have any major health issues. Waking up early in the morning to see sunrise over Mount Bromo was nothing but beautiful and surreal. There is no other place like this in the world. Since there are no private cars allowed, one can only access Mount Bromo activities by walking, motorcycles, or jeep. There are lots of tour companies that offer different packages. You just need to meet and contact the right people that won't try to go all out tourist price on you. One thing I learned from this trip to Indonesia, the locals make their living mainly dependent on the service they provide to you. So I tried to be more reasonable about lowballing them and not complain too much. Since jeeps are the only vehicles capable to ride the difficult terrain around Mount Bromo, we got the off-road jeep adventure on the Sea of Sand. This experience was so exciting. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe for more content like this. See you in our next video and watch how we conquer Mount Ijin.